Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Duncan.
Alexander first down and more. Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Does put a smile on my face.
I suck.
I'm good.
I see that, Mr. 3.0.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I told you, it's anybody's game, guys. Yeah, I stunk it up this time, brother. So have you enjoyed it so far?
Yeah. I don't know. Who did you go with earlier?
Oh, I went with Florida, Utah, and Louisville, so I only got one.
Oh, you went Florida.
Yeah, I went Florida.
I know
That'd be the last time. That'd be the last time I do anything like Rags does. Rags is a genius at it. I ain't. So I have to go with my brains from now on. Oh well. Hey, roll tide, George. Michelle, see, look here. Michelle got 2 out of 3. I got 1. George is 3 out of 3.
Good job.
Yep, competition. So y'all tell me, what do you think about the games?
Hey,
I thought it was. Go ahead.
It was some good stuff today, man. I like what I seen. I'm currently keeping my eye on this USC game. They're not doing too hot. I think they're winning, but they're playing Cal. They're playing Cal. It should be a blowout right now. It's 50-49.
Ooh, they don't play no defense over there, do they?
Nah, I don't know what the heck going on with USC, but I don't like them. And niggas exposing who they really are.
Yep. Roll Tide, Dustin. I think we got Michelle. Didn't know. Hey, Roll Tide, Dean Cloud. We ain't seen you in a while. Glad to have you back, bud. Yeah, Oregon looked good today. Dadgummit.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect when you got an NFL quarterback? You know. Hey, I looked over and seen him on the camera. I was like, did I see gray around his hair?
Definitely has grandkids. Definitely has grandkids.
Oh, Lordy. Well, all right, guys, this is all y'all. And let me do this again. There we go. There you are. Anybody wants to come on and join me and Mr. Nick Saban Jr. on the show, y'all just come right on. That's the only reason I'm running the show is because y'all wanted to come on tonight and talk some football. And I will have a question for you guys later on in this show. But right now, I really want to hear what Junior's got to say about. I'm going to tell you what, Junior. It was not a football week without Alabama, brother.
Yeah, you know, football is different. It's different when you watch your team. Like I say, sit back and watch the games and don't be. But I'm like the Florida Georgia game, I watched it the whole way through so I could do a video on it. Now I'm up in the arms. Do I really want to do a video on that? I think I'm gonna do one when I get off of here, but I'm like, I'm gonna talk about a blowout that I kind of figured that was happening. I don't know, but like, it ain't much to talk about if it ain't Alabama. I'm just be real.
There's something about Alabama that stirs the blood up, stirs your interest, stirs up your excitement. You know what I'm saying? Okay, today is, Alabama playing. I don't care if they are playing Chattanooga. You're going to be ready to watch that game and you're fired up, Today, man, I'm like, I'm checking scores more than I'm doing anything. I'm like,
Me too.
Yeah.
After the Florida Georgia game, after Billy Napier went for it on 4th down and didn't get it, I was watching the game, but I was like, yes, I hope they murder you now, because I was saying that was so stupid. For one, I get being aggressive. With Florida, they was gonna have to take some risk, but it was too early. It was not smart of a risk to take. Go for it on 4th down in your own territory. Like, that was not smart at all. So after that, I was like, I hope they murder you. I hope they give you everything that you want.
All right, hang on. I'll tell you what. Let me put this one on with an introduction. Hang on there a second, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against and make the damn quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO to the team. That's what people know us as.
Hey, roll tide, William.
Roll Tide, roll, baby! Oh, that's next week.
Uh-oh. Yep. Michelle says that College Game Day will be in Tuscaloosa next Saturday. Yes, sir.
Why not? This is the best place to be.
Yes, sir. So, Will, what do you think about the game so far?
These games I was on today, I wasn't impressed with any of them.
See? If it don't include Alabama, it's just not a football week, is it?
No.
Go ahead, Junior.
I was impressed with one game. I will say that. I was impressed. How about those Kansas City Jayhawks, baby?
I think I might have got one today. I might have got one.
3-0, baby. 3-0.
They got 3. Hey, I was impressed. They got Oklahoma. Uh-oh. That is going to lead in my question here just a little bit, guys. So you keep that in your mind. I'm letting everybody get what they want out before I ask this question, and it's going to boggle your mind a little bit, I believe. So, or should I go ahead with it now?
Let's do it, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Look at the rankings. Okay. Todd, you got 3.0. Jeez, you guys are killing me. You're killing me. I'm going to have to do the Pick'em show next week and cut all the comments off. That way I can catch up. That's what I'm going to have to do.
It's a good thing I'm going to be on there so you'll get mine.
You better be here, brother. All right. I looked at the rankings. We're number 9. We've got Oregon is 8. Texas is 7. Can't remember exactly who was 6.
That was Oklahoma.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. That was Oklahoma. Washington was 5. Basically the top 4 was like Florida State, Ohio State, Michigan, and Georgia. And that's a tough job to do, go backwards like that. So what will it take, being ranked number 9? Oklahoma lost today, so they should drop down to what? Probably our spot, I'm going to say. That should move everybody up. We should be ranked number 8, at least. Okay? That still leaves Texas, who beat us. Oregon, who's looking good. And, of course, Georgia didn't lose. Michigan ain't going to lose. Ohio State, Florida State, Yeah, let's see here. I can't
Georgia
remember
to an unranked team too. Now that was to an unranked team.
what today.
Yeah, Florida wasn't ranked at all.
Yeah, well,
We've played ranked teams for God knows how long, man. So
yeah, I know. So when does the playoff committee put out their first rankings?
it'd be this Tuesday. I think it's
This
supposed to be
Tuesday.
this Tuesday.
Okay, depending on where we fall, and I'm just going to be guessing now. I'm just guessing or supposing that we end up number 8. How do we get in the top 4 from here?
They don't want us there. They don't want us there.
And regardless, I think right now we are leaving this in the hands of other teams right now because who is the top 4?
Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Florida State.
Yep. Why shouldn't they be in the top 4? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's one of the things like I say we got to win convincingly and hope somebody consistently drops off. Hope somebody consistently drops off. Right now, there's just the hand we are dealt right now with the Texas loss and the struggle wins after that. You know, that kind of put us down. They looking at that, and right now our fate is in somebody else's hands, really. So we just gotta win out, and hopefully we get some convincing wins, some good wins, you know, and hopefully just the dominoes fall our way, whatever.
But as Coach Saban said this week, you know, strength of schedule counts for something, but they don't think that.
But I was say, what does it matter to the committee? Though?
Right.
There you go. Yeah, and look at it this way: are you going to claim a championship out of beating nobodies all year long? When you're right, we play a tougher schedule. Look at Georgia, but I have to give Georgia, at least they do have some SEC clout, so I'll give them that. Michigan ain't playing nobody, you know, they ain't played nobody all year. So is it fair to have Michigan up there ranked number 2? I mean, hell, you could have a Cincinnati schedule like that, and then they say they're worth going to a playoff. That ain't, you know, it ain't right to me. They're not playing.
This is how I look at it. Yeah, they ain't playing nobody, but they are beating teams. They are beating nobody like they're nobody. So
yeah.
Well, okay, but is that fair to keep them there at number 2 if they're not playing nobodies?
I mean, they can't control it. They just gotta know it ain't like they can pick their conference schedule. It ain't. This is what I have realized, and I used to have this argument so much back in the day about the same thing. But I realized they can't control Michigan State stuff. They can't control that Penn State lost last. Like, they can't control that stuff. So the only thing you can do is beat them like it ain't nobody. Like, if anything, it's the people who schedule the game's fault. But that's not Michigan themselves' fault. That conference sucks. That's what I always said about those conferences. That's why I don't respect Ohio State like that, because that conference sucks. They get an easy path to it every time. They get all the hype because of a sorry schedule. But something I realized over the years that, hey, it's something I got to face. It's something I can't do nothing about. But we all know what it is.
And we seen that in the down national championship last fucking year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's bullshit, you know?
Michigan's supposed to be this big juggernaut, but they get beat by the Horned Frogs, Texas Christian University.
Yeah.
You know that Georgia steamrolled them in the playoffs.
Oh, smoke them. Well, all right. And, you know, I felt that it's always been that way, guys, throughout history. Okay, me and William's old enough. We know it happens every freaking year. You got Michigan, Ohio State, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're so bad." You don't play nobody. You don't hurt your players.
That's the 2 teams they play each other.
Yeah, and you ain't hurting your players.
Back in the late 70s, Penn State was in there even, you know?
Yeah.
You know, of course, back in we had Nebraskas and all that kind of stuff too. But right now, as it stands, And it is what it is, guys. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. But I was thinking today, what will it take? Okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so far.
No, go ahead.
I just hope the committee does look alike, because I will say Alabama is so battle tested right now. They done went through a lot. I hope that is a part of the consideration, but I will say the top 4 teams should be the top 4 teams, regardless of Georgia in the East. They can't help. Florida sucks. They can't help. South Carolina is not good. They can't help that crap. That's the hand they're dealt. Whatever. Michigan, they can't help. Their people suck, but I always said that I can't help. I hate it. Florida State been playing good football, I will say, but really the people they play suck.
Yeah.
I said about ACC always. ACC suck as well.
Oh, yeah.
We can go to the Pac-12. Pac-12 is looking better, but they really suck too. And I like Washington, but when you go against a bigger, stronger, faster SEC opponent, they gonna get blown out the water.
Okay. Yeah. I think, you're right. I do believe, to be honest with you, the most deserving of that top 4 is Georgia. I believe that. Yeah. I do. They can't help that the East is weaker than the West. They can't. Okay. But look at it this way. They do suffer injuries playing in the SEC, just like Alabama and everybody else does. Mm-hmm. Look, they lost Brock Bowers, which is sad to say, because I really wondered if that man wouldn't have gotten the Heisman out of all this. But
I seriously, he would have at least had to take the trip to Florida. They would have at least had to give him the trip to Florida, man.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Hey, we recognize talent over here too, even though we're opposite teams. But here's what I'm going to get at: given the hand we're dealt with, what's it going to take? So I come to the conclusion and thinking just a little bit, and I may be off. We have got to play Georgia. Well, I'm going to take that back. We got to play LSU. LSU is the utmost important game this week for obvious reasons, but for playoff implications, we have got to beat LSU. I don't care if it's by 1 point. It doesn't have to be dominating, okay? But we need to make sure we beat them. Okay? Second of all, we have got to beat Georgia. I mean, Kentucky's going to be Kentucky. Chattanooga's Chattanooga. Then we got to go to Voodoo Land down in Auburn. Auburn always loves to play upset with us, whether they're going anywhere or not. Okay, so we got to be careful at least for 2 games. Kentucky and Chattanooga, I'm kind of giving them a bye. You know what I'm saying? But LSU and Auburn is going to be – LSU is the most important. We don't win that game, we're just going to be playing in a bowl somewhere. Okay?
I'm going to say this about the LSU game. Like you just mentioned, I don't care if we win by 1. And LSU, Bama, we don't care if you won by 1, but that one got to be a dominating one. Like, when I'm saying it got to look so physical throughout the game, it can't be those, like we've been doing, come out first half, be like, okay, I'm ready to play. Y'all got to have really 4 quarters. Like, you can win by 1, but y'all need to have 4 quarters of football. Not no starting slow or starting fast and ending slow. It need to be 4. If you're going to win by 1, make it look like old school Alabama LSU when we played back in the day when they beat us, then we met up in the championship. Like that type of football.
Dominate.
Yeah. Like, we need to be having, we need to be helmets cracking, pads popping, whole game. If we're going to win by 1, it need to be that type of win.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you guys. Even though LSU has already lost 2 games, okay, I believe a team gets stronger every game they play throughout the season because they get to know this, they get to know the plays, they get better performance out of themselves, they learn, they grow. That's why it's an amateur sport, supposedly. But do you see where I'm going with that? Okay, is it better to have an early loss versus a late loss? What do you think, William?
we seen what happened, with our second game this year, and it was against a pretty good team.
Yep.
Texas ain't nothing to laugh at, man, and they pretty well handed it to us. Really, I mean, that was a bad loss for us by a lot of points.
Yep.
But I think it's better to get that known out of the way, and then dominate the rest of the season.
We have in our past, we have all claimed, and even the football world has even acknowledged, it is better to have an early loss than a late loss. So, how much ground is that going to cover when it comes down to, say, Oregon loses or Texas? Well, Texas, if they lose, that's 2. They'll automatically drop below us. So what do you think, Junior?
I think an early loss. And just like Jeff Staples said, early loss so you can build team back. See, with Alabama, it's championship of buzz right now. I mean, national championship of what? So right now, Alabama, they know they're back against the wall right now. They know the world wants to see them lost. So that early loss, I think it really helped Alabama. It's still looking shaky throughout to now. It's still looking shaky, but I really feel like they're catching their groove now. I feel like they're catching the motor now, but I always thought an early loss is better. I always felt like an early loss is better.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you want to throw in on that one? Waylon. Go. Okay, maybe I'll jump in here in a minute. Okay, so, there's a reason I'm asking all these questions. Early loss versus late loss. We know there he is. He's smoking in one. He's still smoking on that cigar and choking on it, ain't you, Waylon?
No, I couldn't.
Maybe he.
My Coca-Cola went down the wrong way. I'm sorry. What was you saying? What was it?
Well, we're trying to go over and see, because today's games were just not a football week for me without Alabama, is what we've covered so far. But I'm asking the question, what's it going to take for Alabama to get into the national playoff hunt? And I was asking the question, which one is better, an early loss or a late loss, considering where we're sitting at right now?
Go with the loss. I'd say the early loss is better than the late loss. But you look at it right now, if Washington wins, they're at number 5. They're going to stay where they're at. The top 4 is going to stay where they're at. Oklahoma was at number 6. I think everybody will move up a spot, including Alabama, this week. I don't know. The AP poll's still going to come out. It doesn't count. So you have to go by what the committee's going to do on Tuesday night. Does the committee move Alabama up one spot and drop Oklahoma all the way down to 10 and move everybody else up one spot?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Alabama, the AP may do that, but if the AP does it, it don't make a shit anyway. So it don't matter if they do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It's all left up to the playoff committee now. So I don't know. I don't know, Icebox. I mean, Alabama has played. How many ranked teams has Alabama played this year? How many, Nick? Tennessee?
I think 3.
I'm just doing this off the Texas A&M Wadden, I don't think, were they?
They might have been at one time, but not now.
Ole Miss, I know. Texas, Ole Miss.
Jeff says 4.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the 4th one?
Well, now Texas was ranked too when we played them, were they not?
Yeah.
Okay, it was Texas, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Texas A&M was.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep, and we're playing LSU, and they're still ranked.
Right.
I think they're ranked 15.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead. I just off the top of my head, I couldn't remember. I didn't have it written down, so I.
No, that's good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't think.
All right,
I don't think Alabama gets back in the top 4 unless something drastically goes. The only way Alabama's getting back in the top 4 this year, and people's going to hate that. They're going to hate me anyway. They've got to beat Georgia convincingly, win every game convincingly, and somebody I don't know if they get back. I don't know if they get back in or not. Icebox. Georgia's a defending national champions with one loss. They still go into the playoff. You ain't stopping it. It ain't stopping it.
All right. Well, let me ask
you know what?
Go ahead.
And Waylon, I just basically said the same thing, that our fate really is in other people's hands right now.
Yeah. Y'all go ahead and talk. I'll listen. I'm gonna get the rest of this frog out of my throat. Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna continue on what I'm getting at. If we went out against LSU, okay, even if it's 1 point, and we do get past Auburn, I ain't saying they're a good team, but you know how it goes down there in Voodoo Land.
Oh, I'm gonna say this to Auburn. By that time, Auburn gonna be possibly playing for a ball, game. So that'll be their motivation against us.
I agree. What do you think, William? Where you at with all this so far?
I think I need to make a trip down there to the damn plains down there and get some of that damn incense and just cleanse that damn field there before we go down there and play, just right there right before Thanksgiving. Just
you gonna take you one of them priests down there too?
Yeah. Take care of all that damn shit and get all that out of the way, and we can just have at it. Not kids.
Top it off with some old granddad. It ought to work. Okay. Now, here's what I'm getting at. Michigan plays Ohio State, ranked 2 and 3. Okay. One of them is going to lose.
Right.
Will it matter? Let's say Michigan loses. I'm just going to say, because I believe there ain't a person in this world right now that would complain if Michigan loses with the scandals that they got going on. And
even if I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, even with that going on, they would probably really, really, really just knock Michigan way down. I really think so. If Ohio State was to lose, well, Michigan just kind of proved somewhat of their worth in the Final Fours. But one of them's going to lose, and I tend to believe Michigan's going to lose to Ohio State. That's just my opinion, of course, and you can tell by my record in pick'ems that ain't worth shit. So I'm just saying, yeah, I suck, but I didn't trust me. But what I'm trying to get at, number 4 is Florida State. I haven't seen a team that they can really lose against. So I'm guessing that they will be in the Final Four. Georgia will play Alabama, hopefully, if we win the LSU and the Auburn game. Those are the only other 2 teams that we have in the West. We don't need a loss, but as far as the West is concerned, we got to get by LSU and Auburn. Okay? I see that happening. I do. So we will play Georgia in the SEC. Convincingly or not, if we beat Georgia, does that not put us up there enough in there that we can get there? Because Ohio State and Michigan play. Washington is going to play somebody else that I believe that they could lose to. I'm just wondering how this all could really work out. Is what my question is. How can we get there? Even we play slobber knocking football from here to the end of the football season. How do we get to the Final Four?
Like I said, my thoughts is our fate is in other people's hands right now. Like I say, win convincingly, and hope for the best. Win convincingly and hope for the best.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, it's kind of sucks. But, I really believe in this team, and I really believe this team's a lot better than I'm going to just put it plain. I think they can beat Washington. I do. I think they can beat Michigan. This team.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Jeff Stapleton just brought up a point talking about what if NCAA excludes Michigan? To me, it's other teams that still got to pick it up.
They ain't going to, Nick. They ain't going to. It'll take them 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years to make that decision. That ain't happening. That ain't going to happen.
And what's unfair is even though they know it now, and if they do happen to win, it can't be called back because NCAA did not, rectify the situation beforehand. They tried to do that with Cam Newton, try to get him busted up before a game was played so that game wouldn't count. Because once it does, I don't care if they cheated every freaking game. They're not going to go back in the record books and say, no, you're not national champion. Who you played against is. They're not going to do that.
No. Oh. I mean, Jeff's right. I mean, they could. I mean, I understand what he's saying. I'm not disagreeing with him.
Yeah.
Again, I disagreed one time a couple of weeks ago, but I mean, Jeff knows just like we do. The NCAA is as slow as smoke off shit. Excuse my English, but
Yep.
that's just the way
No, we're good. We're TVMA tonight.
it is. I mean, we know that. I mean, I don't know. William, I had
And
my
like-
shirt. I had that, but I didn't do it.
You what?
Yeah, I was going to wear my Kiss shirt tonight, but I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I'll wear it the next time. For you.
All right, then.
Hey,
And my thing,
ACDC rock.
even-
Kiss bucks.
We're going to rock and roll all night and party every day, man.
Yeah, listening to ACDC.
That's right.
No, not with them.
Not with them. No, not with them.
Yeah. You want the best, you get the best, right, Jim?
I told you, Icebox, I knew how to gaslight. I'm good at
Go ahead, Junior. I'm sorry.
and I was just saying, even if so
I
happened,
feel like
even if so happened, somebody came down and be like, "Yeah, Michigan, Washington just moves up in their spot, and that Washington has to lose." I'll look at it.
Washington needs to lose.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to, but it may be one of them magical weeks again. I'm going to ask William what he thinks. I think Alabama moves up a spot this week and didn't even get to play, and I think the playoff committee might move them up one spot too. I mean, maybe they deserve a little pat on the back. I don't know. Maybe they do.
it's a damn committee. I still say that. These son of bitches don't like us, and they don't give a shit. So, I don't know. I hope you're right, Waylon. I do.
Well, I can see it in AP. I can see it all day in the AP poll. I'll bet with anybody, but
Yeah.
I don't know about the
Coaches too.
committee. That's what worries me. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, what I don't know.
It's kind of really struggling us being down there around 9, ain't it? That's why I would have wanted us around 7 or 8, at least.
Yeah.
But sticking us at 9, a lot's got to happen. But a lot can happen. We got 4 games left.
Yeah.
I believe Texas has to play somebody in their conference, do they not? For their conference championship?
They'll play Oklahoma again, probably.
Mm.
And there's 2 losses for somebody.
Yep.
Hmm. No, we can't get over an unbeaten team. No way. I don't care how many weak teams, guys, James Madison is ranked 25 right now in the AP.
Yeah, undefeated.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Yeah, I seen it, Jeff. I'll get to you here in just a little bit, bud. Sorry about that. But like Jeff's got in there, K-State.
Yeah.
Could be. That might be one of the upsets. Oklahoma's upset today really helped us out a lot.
Yeah.
Roll Tide says if Georgia went out, if they slip up and lose one, then he didn't know.
I don't know. I'm like Kent. It's hard. It's hard to say. I don't know.
Do y'all see Ole Miss potentially upsetting Georgia?
Nope.
Any team?
Nope.
Ole Miss. I'll ask about Ole Miss.
Nope.
Well, that's what I'm wondering about. Ole Miss. Is it at Ole Miss house or Georgia's?
Georgia.
It's at Georgia.
That's a tall order.
No.
I ain't saying it can't be done, but that is a tall order. I believe Alabama, or listen to me, Alabama. Georgia's defense is going to be the deciding factor in that one, to be honest with you. I believe Ole Miss can score. I'll never count out Lane Kiffin unless he does stupid things, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if he is or not, so there you go.
Georgia's
He's going for it on 4th down, man. He's going for it.
Yeah. He's gonna wish he never had a whip for it too, because Georgia's whole team stepped up today. They showed you today, beat your ass without you that today.
Yep.
He sure did. All right. Rise Up says one away game. Georgia is Tennessee. They got to play at Tennessee. Do you think Georgia's got a chance?
No.
Well, they got a chance. I mean, do you think there's a chance that Tennessee could beat Georgia?
Nope.
It depends. It depends if Jason Autry's refereeing that night or not. There you go.
Facts.
That's exactly right.
Anyway, I'm gonna make one last point, and I'm gonna get out of here and let y'all guys have it. I appreciate it. That we're fixing to lose a quarterback to Auburn. Y'all know that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
I think so. Yeah, I think I've heard some guys talk about it. I'm not gonna name any names.
Yeah,
but it's not looking good. I don't know. He may go to Auburn. What I can pull right now. I don't know. He just waiting on the rest of the season to play. That's all he's doing.
We'll just have to get Coach Saban to do a cleansing on his ass before he goes down there. Yeah, that's right. Do the cleansing on him.
What did Coach
Raymond?
Oh no!
You started that way.
Don't do that shit. You remember what Coach Bryant said when they was interviewing him? I asked him, Coach Bryant, Coach, did you like Coach Dye going down and taking the Auburn job? He said, well, no. I told him not to go down there because they wouldn't treat him right. And that's what he said. That's what he told the reporter. He told him, they were real good friends, and he said, I hate to compete down there, but anyway, looks like Ty's gonna go to Auburn, but y'all wear it out. I'm gonna finish what
Ty Simpson?
Games, y'all looking. Yeah, Ty Simpson, he's the one that's probably gonna be in the transfer portal.
That's gonna move my man up. Yeah, that's gonna move mine up. Yeah.
I'm gone. I gaslit him. He's all y'all's now. Bye.
See you later.
All right.
He said it was move my man. That's what.
Guys, I think I've made my point. Jeff, if you want to come back on, come on, dude, or Rise Up, you want to come on, or whoever wants to come on. We got some room now. I'm gonna try to keep things down to 4. That way it's a lot easier on me. But that was interesting.
Yeah, that was nice talking point.
Yeah, really, and something that I hadn't heard yet about.
I know. Oh yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, Georgia better be watching out for Brock Vandagriff too. Transfer alert!
No shit. Hang on a minute. Let's get our one of our all-knowing, all-seeing here.
Oh no, like that. I did get the 3 points though. So I have 16 now, right? Is that what it is?
Oh, I don't know. If you got all 3 today, I believe you're
13 before.
Yeah, you're 16.
What about me? Where I'm at right now? I got all 3 too.
Well, shit. I ain't got a chance to go through all of the official column, but if it goes like it looks like, you'll be sitting at 15.
One behind me.
I got to knock Jeff off some kind of way.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, no.
Y'all suck. You know that? Because main thing about it is Junior text me 3 today. Son of a bitch, man. He knows I just got 1.
That's right, Stephen Hicks. Transfers for quitters, man.
Well, I look
at it different. Like sometimes, man, look, you can't sit there forever. I'm just be real. You can't sit there at the program forever. Cause in the end, it's about you. In the end, it's about you.
Well, it's not Mel going to be back next year.
Yeah, but I'm glad he's going because he was starting trouble on the team.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
He was caught.
We don't need that.
No, if Ty's going to be that way, he needs to be gone. Actually, you want to know the truth about it? I see Eli leaving. I do.
I hope not. Could be something.
I think Lonegren's a better quarterback.
Me
Just
too.
to be
Well,
honest.
Lonergan, that's right.
Me too.
Yeah, Lonergan.
And when you got
Yeah, I think so.
I like that Lonergan better than Holstein coming out of high school.
Got Julian Salem coming in next year too.
Exactly. That's what's really gonna shake up this quarterback room.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got Julius saying if Milroe's coming back, okay, and you got Ty leaving and possibly Eli, then you're looking at Milroe, Julius saying, and Lonergan, top 3 quarterbacks next year. I don't see these guys beating out Milroe next year. I really don't. I think Milroe continues on his upswing the way he's doing right now, unless something happens like what happened with Tua and Jalen Hurts. You know, Milroe's the man, and I think he don't do nothing but keep improving from here on, anyways.
I'm gonna tell you what I think about
different.
too as well. That Anthony Richardson effect from Florida could possibly happen to Milroe. Anthony Richardson sucked to me at Florida. He, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing at Florida, but he damn sure went first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. All right. We'll get back to my question.
I hope they don't gas him up though. I hope they don't do it.
Okay. Do y'all see where I'm getting at? I'm on this Final Four deal. I know it's early, but I do see there is cause for concern here.
Only 4 games left.
Yeah. And you got 4 weeks left as far as our playing season is concerned. We need some losses somewhere to get it, or we need a committee to recognize the strength of schedule, one of the two, to get us to where we want to be, even with a 1 loss. You know, dominating or whatever. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. Not sitting at 9.
I know next week I am a Miami Florida next week.
Why's
I'm
that?
a Hurricane next week. Florida State plays Miami next week, so I am a Miami next week.
There we go.
Get it on knockout.
And I was
top, yeah.
Down in Miami.
Is that
in Miami?
Florida State, Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. God damn.
On field advantage.
Okay. Well, we all know
that does matter.
We already said Michigan plays Ohio State. Somebody's going to lose there. There's no doubt in our mind we have to win out. LSU, Auburn, of course, Kentucky, Chattanooga. And we have to beat Georgia to get to the playoff. For sure. Those things have to happen. If anything less than that, forget it, guys. We're going to some kind of boat. Okay. But we do. I mean, it's nothing to hang our heads about, because we do definitely have a team that we can build with for, of course, next year. But
yeah,
I'm just saying, for this year, our hopes is as high as anybody else's on getting there. And that's what we always want to play for: SEC championship, national title. That is an Alabama way of thinking, has been and always will be. Okay. So I'm thinking this year, what is it going to take? And what's going to happen? How is the committee going to look at a Michigan loss versus a Ohio loss?
Total chaos.
Well, one of them's going to lose.
I'm saying total chaos. There's still 4 weeks left. So that means somebody slip up along the way and give us a chance.
Oh, by the way, hey, two-time, Mr. Jones, glad to see you. Had me a drink. Yeah, they got to play Penn State. I was sitting there reading what Rise Up's got in there. Yeah. Now, did Penn State win today?
Yeah, 33-24.
And who'd they play?
Indiana.
Yeah, that ain't saying much. That ain't saying much.
No, but they had to come back to win.
And still, that ain't saying much. So my question is Penn State strong enough to put out Michigan?
No.
It's one of the things, man.
No.
Well, I say no too, but man, it depends on how that day go for these football teams. That's what I'm realizing, like too. Like the day, like some days these teams come out like ain't no way in the world they should stick close to these teams, and I'm like, you like, how the heck are they this close? Why are they this close? Like, so I say no, but hopefully something happens for Penn State that day.
Momentum's a different thing in football games.
Hey, the two-time. When are y'all gonna play a ranked team again, huh? When are y'all gonna do that? What I want to know.
Weekend.
Yeah, they play
Missouri, no?
Tennessee.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
I think Georgia plays Missouri. And
Tennessee, Kentucky. Anybody know?
Oh, I don't know. I can find it real quick.
It's 23-17 Tennessee.
Oh, really? Well, they're covering a spread. I think they were like 4. I told you we should have picked that game. I might would have had a chance at it. At least got 2. Jeez. Sometimes I think Junior over there conspires against me. I do.
That's why I got to pick some of the games like, yeah, this going to be a guess right here. I ain't picking no game that this is the easy one. Nope.
Yeah, he's over there. This will screw with Icebox. It'll mess him up. I know what he's doing.
As soon as I found out the quarterback out for Duke, I was like, Louisville all day.
See, that's what I was thinking about the whole game. I was like, Jeff took Duke. And I was like, I remember asked that question. I don't know if he changed it though. That's what I was thinking about. I said he probably changed it because he did ask the question about that quarterback. I was so happy about that shit. I was like, yes. There you get out here 3-0.
Backup quarterback against I don't think so.
Who won?
And Oregon and Oregon was just stolen on them.
Oh yeah.
Did Louisville win?
They got 2 field goals. I think that was it.
Yeah.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew when Florida done that, they wasn't gonna do nothing today. They were done.
Yeah,
that's
Louisville
what I'm saying. I would have rather pick Georgia.
I'll take that.
I would rather pick Georgia not covering than me picking Georgia blowing it did that beat the brakes off on me. They did. It's just hard for me to go against Georgia.
Yeah, they did.
Playing right now too. Like, nah, I'm gonna be smart.
Yeah. And see, I did. I told you sometimes my head is smarter than what I give it credit for, and I go with my heart, and I end up biting the dust. So, anyways, I got 4 more weeks left. So, Louisville won 23-0. Hey, Rise Up, why don't you come on for a minute? Do me a favor. I need to go smoke one, so that way I got somebody covered. So, William, what do you think about our chances of getting to the 4?
Well, it's a damn committee, as I said. They don't want us there. They're going to do everything in their power not to. I mean, Landon's right. The AP's going to put us there, but these motherfuckers here, they need a damn fucking lobotomy on their damn head or something other to get it straight. Maybe we can get in there, but
I'm on the committee, huh?
Yeah, that damn committee ain't shit.
That should be made up of football, but people that know about football, like players and ex-coaches and stuff like that, instead of people that want to go shine their fucking nails.
Yeah,
that's where.
So you're counting on basically, William, that the committee is all going to ride on them.
If anything, we might get in the top 2 looking in. That's it.
So you think it'll be about 6?
5 or 6, one or the other, yeah.
It could be total. Everything could go crazy.
I wish.
And you know, rivalry week is the week I'm looking forward to.
Yep.
I'm looking for us to handle Georgia in the damn SEC championship.
First, you got to handle LSU.
Yep.
Well, that's one of the things. I think we're gonna handle all of it. We're gonna handle all of it all the way through, man.
I like your confidence.
It's a revenge game, so that's a good thing. Those those players are going there with an attitude.
Yeah.
Junior, what you got there, bud? Your signal went back up. You okay?
Oh no, I'm counting on that LSU guy, man. I think if we're convincingly, when I mean convincingly, like dominate the whole way through, I think that should give us some star points.
Yeah, I'm getting the feedback. Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
See if this helps. Does that help? Any?
I'm getting delayed too.
All right, hang on. All right, does that help?
Yeah.
Does it?
He must be trying to come in.
Rise up at you, bud. Say something, William.
Something, William.
I'm looking for us. I'm looking for us.
Yeah. Rise up. What you got on, bud?
Let me turn the show off. Hold on.
First, you got to handle LSU.
Well, that's one of the things.
That's what it is.
We're gonna handle all of it. Hey. Hello.
Hello there.
I'm listening to the show from 5 minutes ago. Hey, Tom Reed, glad to see you, bud.
Hearing echoes.
Spooky. You hearing echoes, Jeff?
It's that time of year.
Yeah, I was. No, I'm not hearing them now.
Okay. It was on his end. Okay.
Hey.
Let's see.
I'm sorry. I want to add one.
Hang on a minute.
After the performance we said for Georgia today, do y'all think Georgia wins out?
Say that again.
After the performance I put on today without Brock Bowers, do Georgia wins out?
No. Seriously. I don't. You got Ole Miss. Not really gonna give them competition. Let me see if it's getting better. Rise up.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. But it seems like I got a delay.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm on my phone. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, because when you say something, it's
you come in through the chat.
Yeah, I came in through the chat.
Yeah, he has to. You say something, Judd.
Hello.
We're stupid.
Hello.
he talking that Chinese.
Yeah. Kung Fu Theater.
Hey, if y'all can live with it for about 5 or 6 minutes, I'll be right back. Rise Up's coming on here good enough to go ahead and take a break for a minute. All right. I'll be right back, okay?
Hey, the reason I asked that question though, because I really feel like they can. I really feel like Georgia can.
Went out.
I really feel like Georgia.
Can you hear us, Junior?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. It's possible that they went out. It's in Alabama's best interest if they went out. We need them to be as high as possible. Number 1, number 2 at least. So if we do win out ourselves and meet them in the SEC championship, we be the number 1, number 2 team. That's only going to elevate us up at least. I would think number 4 with, like you said, Michigan is going to play Ohio State. one of those guys are going to win or lose. Excuse me. Michigan still has to play Penn State. I'm not sure if Penn State is going to beat Michigan, but I mean it's a possibility. Oklahoma lost today, so they're a one-loss team. Texas has lost; they're a one-loss team. We still got Washington out there. I don't know if anybody's going to beat Washington, or not. So, but we need Georgia to be really unscathed.
Yeah.
If we get to them and play them, So, but I think it's possible that they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I seen how they go without Bowers.
Right.
And I was like, they definitely get it done.
Right. Exactly. I know it's Florida, and Florida is 1 week they look like they are contenders, and the next week you're like, what the hell happened, bro? Like they look so good against Tennessee, and then they just lay an egg out, So they got Missouri. Well, Missouri is coming to Georgia. Ole Miss is coming to Georgia. The only road game they have is Tennessee, and I'm not sure if they play Georgia Tech in Athens or in Atlanta, but that's Georgia Tech. Yeah, Georgia Tech ain't gonna give Georgia no kind of issues, So, but
Does anybody know where the SEC championship's going to be played in? It won't be in Atlanta no more.
Is the SEC championship played in Atlanta?
Well, it played.
That was the national championship.
Was it?
Yeah, that was the national championship. The SEC championship was always in Atlanta.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see them in Georgia. Well, hopefully, we'll see them in
Bama Dome. In
the Bama Dome. In the new Bama Dome.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I mean,
there you go.
Everything has to work out in order. Line up right. It's just gonna take some dominoes to fall certain ways. Like I said, we had one today with Oklahoma going down. So I don't know how far they're going to drop. Well, they lost to an unranked Kansas. So the unranked part is going to hurt them. That's what's going to do the most damage. If they had lost to a ranked team, it wouldn't be so bad. Like when we lost against Texas, we went actually originally to number 10, and then we looked real bad against South Florida, and that moved us back. Right.
You know what?
What's that?
Let me tell you, I think that South Florida struggle hurt us more than that.
It did. Because they looked at, Arkansas is equal opponents. They're same division, same conference, same division. I know Alabama have more athletes or whatever the case may be, but hell, Vanderbilt in the SEC, so it is what it is. It's a conference loss. Mm-hmm. It's not like you playing against a whatever coastal league or whatever, those little schools or whatever. So group of 5 type schools. So
all right. I'm back. Rise up. I'm going to go ahead and take you out, brother. I'm getting too much feedback. Appreciate it.
No problem.
See you, buddy.
No time, brother.
Nah, that's a buddy right there. That's a buddy.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's asking if I'm on old granddad. I don't have old granddad no more. He done bye gone. I'm on Evan Williams eggnog. Actually, I didn't know they made eggnog, but Evan Williams does. But I don't have it tonight.
I figured you'd be working on old grandma next. I seen, and this ain't no joke, man. What do you call old hag? I believe that's what it was. I walked into a convenience store and they had a bottle sitting there and said old hag. I called the guy up. I said, "You reckon I need to get this bottle and give it to that woman?" Yeah, he got a kick out of it. But you had a question, Junior. Did you say does Georgia win out? Is that what you asked a while ago?
Yeah.
I don't think they do. I really don't. Now, I ain't saying regular season. They all went out regular season.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about regular season, yeah.
Oh, okay. If you go into regular season, their two toughest games that I see is Tennessee and Ole Miss. Come on, which we ain't saying much with LSU sitting down there around 14 or 15. Ole Miss is ranked around number 12, if I remember right. Now, we're going AP here. So, do they – Ole Miss – I don't see Ole Miss beating Georgia. I really don't. But there is that possibility.
But like another thing, they play Missouri next week. I don't think Missouri wins, but Missouri been looking good against other opponents. But honestly, I just think Georgia. I don't mean to be on here talking about hyping them up, but I just think Georgia's too big of a juggernaut right now, man.
Yeah, we're looking at reality here because serious stuff. I mean, this is what I'm looking at. What it's going to take to get us in the Final Four. Is a lot of dominoes have to fall right. We got to beat LSU. You don't do that, there ain't no sense talking about the playoff. Okay. If we go to the SEC championship against whoever, whether it be, and I'm sure it's going to be Georgia, even if they lose to Ole Miss, that's a West team. So they'll be there. To Texas, or not Texas, but Tennessee. I know they have a loss against us, but we're still a West. Who has Tennessee lost to in the East?
I don't keep up with them.
You said You said say it again.
Who has Tennessee lost to in the East?
Florida.
Tennessee lost to Florida? Yeah, they did at the beginning of the season. So, that's be where if Tennessee happens to beat Georgia, that's going to be really kind of tight. It's going to really be kind of tight to figure out who's going to go into the SEC West. Hey, AT, how you doing? I know you had a rough day today.
Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't get to come in earlier today, and I apologize. My mom had a bad day today, and so I've been worried with her all day. And other than that, everything's good. My voice is a little bit weak because I've been talking all day long, but everything's okay. She's going to be all right and everything. So, I mean, football is today as far as the back seat because I had to make sure she was okay first. And I watched some of the game today. What were y'all talking about? I just now got in. So what was y'all talking about?
I'll bring it up in just a second. Tom Reed said Georgia's has D, and they do. Mizzou doesn't. Let's see here. Tennessee looking for a paycheck. I don't think they're looking for a paycheck. I think they kind of want to, right now Tennessee is blaming everything and everybody except the team. You want to stop that? Go beat Georgia. Let's see what happens. Yep. If you want me to listen to Tennessee.
Remember last year they had a complaint about that too. If it wasn't for the rain, Georgia would have merged even worse.
That's true,
Tennessee.
buddy.
They better thank the rain for Georgia. They better thank the rain.
If it ain't the referees, it's wristbands. If it's penalties, rain. Come on, guys, just play football. We're trying to kill everybody because that's what you act like you're trying to do. Play thug football, and that's not going to get you nowhere.
If it ain't all that, they ain't got Jason Autry on the damn field there helping them out. Come on, bitch. That still pisses me off.
Blame it on the rain. Yes, sir. No, AT, we was trying to figure out if anybody could beat Georgia. Do you think they'll win out up to the SEC game?
Yeah, I think that it'll be between us and them, and what it's going to come down to. Nobody in their side of the division can beat them, and I don't think there's anybody on our side except us that can beat them, even hang with them.
I think so too. So you just done joined in. The question of the night, it hadn't been so much about the games today. Alabama hadn't played. It don't seem like a football week, But here we go. Starting tomorrow, it's LSU week. All right, who's getting the feedback now? Is it you, AT?
That shouldn't be.
I
I got
okay.
on my cell phone, but it's on mute.
I
don't hear it.
heard it. I heard it.
I guess
anyway.
thing before you answer that question, AT. I know my demeanor tonight is kind of low, but I'm having fun as hell right now. This fun as hell right now. I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause I like football conversation. That's why I like football conversation. This is exciting to me over here.
And believe it or not, Junior, you're the reason I'm doing it this way. You know, because me and you we've talked on the phone several times, and we get into conversations, guys, you wouldn't believe. And I said, okay, today was boring to me as a football game, a weekend. And I said, what the hell am I going to talk about tonight, and who with, and everything else? You know, try to make this a good show. I said, I'm going to get on here and act like I'm talking to Junior. That's what I'm going to do. And now here we are.
Thank you very much.
So what happened? So what happened to the Cornhuskers today?
I don't know what happened to them.
I think they lost to Purdue, didn't they?
I don't think they did they?
I don't think they did.
You don't think so? I don't know. I haven't heard. I don't know.
No, because I was watching DraftKings, you know, just to see on some stuff, you know, just out of curiosity. Man, they update their point spread throughout the game. If Nebraska was winning by 21, they would up it and say, okay, Nebraska has to win by 23. There was still a quarter left, and you could place a bet on it. I'm like, well, ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
Nebraska won 31-14.
Whoa!
I think he is thinking maybe Oklahoma. Oklahoma got beat today. I think they still got a hangover from that Texas game.
Good.
Hey, Tom
And that's
Reed.
what brought this.
Hey, Tom Reed he said he think Washington is one of the scariest team right now. I can kind of agree to that.
Even,
I
I don't know.
But right now I'm rooting against them. But Washington has what it takes, in Michael Penix Jr. with the offense to do what it does. We can look at the streaky wins sometimes, but that's just really how conference play goes sometimes. Like sometimes conference play, a team that ain't got no business playing with you end up playing with you, man. So
Tom Reed, we've been trying to get you on the show, bud, and there's your chance right there. If you want to come on and talk some football with us, you see what we're talking about, man. You'd be more than welcome if you want to come on. But anyways, AT, how do you see Alabama getting to the playoffs, knowing what we are looking at right now?
How do you see it? How I see us getting there? Of course, our defense travels. LSU.
No, that's not what I'm asking you.
Okay,
let me give you the layout. Okay, Right now we're setting number 9 AP. What was it, Tuesday, William? Is that right? The committee puts out their rankings.
Yeah, I believe it's
playoff committee.
Okay, yeah, the playoff committee. So where will we be put at? But let's just say they follow the AP footprint. Okay, so if we're ranked number 9, we've got Oregon number 8, Texas number 7. Oklahoma was 6. Washington was number 5. Am I right? FSU, Ohio State, Michigan, and then Georgia. How do we get into that top? No, they dropped one below us since they lost to Ohio State.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I jumped in. Go ahead.
So what's the path that's got to happen for us? And we all know number one paramount is to beat LSU by 1 point at least. I agree with Junior. It kind of needs to be a slobber knocking, head crashing, helmets falling apart kind of football game. A tough one, but if you don't, you really need to put up some points in this game. You know what I'm saying? So that's paramount. After that, you got Auburn. Those are the only 2 teams in the West that's going to get us into the SEC. A loss is going to put us out, period. Okay? So without no losses, and we beat our West opponents, how do we get into the playoffs?
Oh, well, just simply if we win out, if we beat Georgia in the SEC championship, because if we don't beat Georgia in the SEC championship, we're done. I mean, you ain't getting in with 2 losses this year. I mean, not with 4 teams. There ain't no way. So if we went out and Georgia wins out and we beat Georgia, Georgia might have enough credit accrued to get in there. But the way the ACC is going with Florida State and the Big 10 or Big 12, well, I forgot which one Michigan's in. If Michigan goes undefeated, it's going to be hard to get 2 teams in. And you know, like that from the SEC, like we've been doing, because Ohio State and Ohio State and Michigan are tough. Going to be tough to get out of there.
Michigan and Ohio State play each other.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking they already played. That's Ohio State.
But still, they're going to be undefeated when they play each other, and somebody that just leaves one of them. So if somebody up under them continues to win like Washington, that just boosts somebody up and not one of the undefeated teams out.
That's why, as I was talking about the Big 12, I'm thinking Washington might, if they finish undefeated, Michigan finishes undefeated, then it's going to be Florida State and Alabama or Georgia. I don't think Florida State's playing anybody the rest of their schedule that's going to be a threat to them unless they just lay down and forget to play. I don't know about Washington's schedule, but I think Washington's still undefeated, ain't they?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. This is why I love Rise Up. We're forgetting Oregon has to play Oregon State. That'll be number 8 versus 11.
Yeah.
Oregon State wins. You know, that would knock Oregon out of our way. The only one really left in front of us would be Texas.
Yeah,
you see.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And I think Texas, if they play Oklahoma again and lose, there's our path, one of our possible passes to get our path.
But right now with Oklahoma losing, that make it real good now. Like, because at first it could have been one. Oklahoma went out, lose to Texas, and there's just one loss. But now both of them, either or, gonna have 2 losses at that point. So,
and that's the reason I asked to start with: is it better to have an early loss than it is to have a late loss? Okay, so if Texas loses again to Oklahoma, will that not put us over Texas? And if Oregon loses to Oregon State, where do we set? You see the path that I'm talking about, how to get there to the Final Four. But is it realistically possible? Yeah, it is realistically possible. But it's really going to come down to Williams' nemesis, and that's the committee, where they set us at from the get-go. K-State has a chance of beating it, Texas. I do. I think they do.
Yeah.
They play them tough. So there's another one. There's 4 weeks coming, guys. We'll be talking about the games, but I guarantee in the back of our minds, this playoff picture, I wish we was already at 7 or 6, to be honest with you. That's the reason I said at the beginning of the season, I'd rather be ranked number 7 right now. Okay. But here we're at 9. It's a big difference when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah, I just think our overall strength of schedule, by the time we get to the SEC championship game and beat Georgia, I don't think there's no way they can keep us out. We would have played too many top 15 teams as far as scheduling goes. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't beat Texas. I mean, you can always argue that. But at the end of the day, a one-loss Alabama SEC championship team is in there. There ain't no way you're going to keep them out unless that one SEC loss would have been to Georgia in the SEC championship game, possibly. Same way with Georgia. Georgia's undefeated all the way into the Alabama SEC championship game. They go undefeated except for us, and it's going to be a toss-up. I really do wonder if we can get 2 in this year, but I think we both can get in with 1 loss each.
Hey, Tom, when you go there, it'll show the camera and the microphone, and it'll have like a circle with a line drawn through it. Just click it. See, I can do the same thing on this one right here. Everything's clear and white. Okay. See, now you can hear me. Now you can't see me, but you can hear me, and it's got that line drawn through it. Just click on that part that's got that line, and it will release you, and you can be able to come on. Okay, it should. If you have any more problems, just give us a holler. Okay, I'm sorry about that, AT.
No, man. It's your show, brother. Don't worry about it. You got to apologize, man. I'm late to the show to begin with. But it is. It's simple. As long as we win, we're in. But, we can't afford to lose again. We all know that.
Now,
I'm
Tom,
waiting on the – go ahead.
Hang on, but Tom, do you want to come on without your camera? Because I see you on there. I see your mic is on, but I don't see your camera. So if you don't want to come on without your camera, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you want to be seen, click the camera one too. All right, go ahead, AT, because I'll fix to bring Tom on here in a minute.
Well, you go ahead and bring him on if you want to. That ain't no big deal. Like I said, I was late to the party and everything.
Well, I really don't want more than 4 on the panel, to be honest with you.
That's fine. You can go ahead and bring him on. I'll get out of the way.
I'll leave, man. That's all right. I've been on here a while.
You want to go, William, for now?
Yes, sir. Roll Tide, everybody. Roll Tide,
Hey,
Tom.
William. Roll Tide, William.
Well, Tom just left. William just left.
Oh, my head's big now.
Well, you got the big head anyways. Rise Up brought up another good one. And see, this is what I was trying to watch all night long because Washington has USC, Utah. Utah got their asses handed to them today.
Are you sure the hell did?
And they got Oregon State. So I'm taking Oregon State must be playing decent football for Rise Up to keep breaking them up. So
they are.
There's those possibilities. 4 weeks is all I'm gonna say. We got 4 weeks.
Ooh.
What you got?
It ain't even on the topic. Oregon State has the dude from Clemson, DJ Uga, whatever his name is. Do y'all see a
ukulele?
Yeah. Do y'all see a possible scenario? Because I seen it. Well, Cable, whatever his name is a possible transfer portal potential guy from Clemson.
Who?
The dude quarterback from Clemson. Because they thought it was. Yeah,
ukulele.
Yeah, I'm saying they thought it was DJ. They thought it was his problem at Oregon, but as he transferred to Oregon State, he's definitely not the problem. It was Clemson. But I also seen where Caleb Klubnik, that's his name, is a potential. Yeah, Caleb Klubnik. I heard he's a potential transfer portal candidate too.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
Oh, I ain't talking about coming to Bama. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We're getting away from that dump stuff right over there in Clemson.
Well,
it's
it's just weird after that stat I talked about earlier in the year about when a coach first wins a national championship at a particular school, you start counting right then. 5 years later, he never wins another championship. He never really just that's it. And that's what we've seen falling away with Dabo starting to fall away. Now, Kirby won his year before, so 3 years from today, you start seeing his team start fall away. It's unusual how that happens everywhere.
It was Clemson. Tom, you might, if you're on your phone, you might want to check your settings. If you're on your computer, you might want to do the same thing. That's why you're getting blocked. Because if you can unclick them down there when you try to sign in, then it's in your settings. So you might want to check that.
Man, it's
Sorry
gonna be
about
so Volunteers lose this game today. It's gonna be so hilarious. I'm ready to hear the excuses.
No kids.
A squirrel ran out on the field.
Well, yeah, what is the score?
It's 26-17, but Jeff just said that they on the Kentucky's on Tennessee's 5-yard line, I think.
He said Kentucky just got a touchdown.
Well,
I'm kind of glad we didn't pick that game now, Junior. I would have lost it too.
At least you got to play today. I didn't. I was 0-3.
Yep. Hey, I got one. Y'all leave me
I
alone.
done-
Shit.
That made up for my 3-0 last week real quick, didn't it?
Hey, I
Mhm.
went 3-0 today. I'm not bragging.
3.0
I'm
sitting in the middle.
not bragging, just letting y'all know. When
You
I
did- you
speak,
did
you
what?
listen. I went 3-0 today. When I speak, you listen.
I did it. Hey, I did it before you did. Hush.
Hey, it's all right. I got 4 weeks, and y'all know just as well as I do. You liable to get none or one next week, and I'm liable to hit 3 in a row.
Yep.
You know, it just happens. It just happens. That's why it's called a game. It ain't guaranteed.
Yeah, that's
It
why I'm
never
just
is. That's why I don't fret
listening.
it. I'm really curious about Michelle. I really want to see how well she done today. Yeah, Waylon says we don't care, Junior.
Kirby Smart Jr. What he said, wasn't it?
Somebody did put it up.
Somebody called him Kirby Smart Jr. I think.
Rise up, I feel your pain, brother. I just got one too. Jeez, I'm going to start using my brain if I want to win this thing, and I'm playing for something that I want to do. Let's put it this way: if I win the money, it ain't staying here; it's going somewhere else. It's going to go to something to do something good with. But that's not a reason to cheer for me. That's the reason I motivate myself to play.
Mine is going towards hookers and cocaine.
Ooh.
Give my secret away. I don't know which more of.
Oh, man. That's something else.
Oh, Lordy.
Did Auburn win today? Who they played Mississippi State, didn't they?
Yeah.
Last I seen, they were winning. They wound up winning that game. I didn't get a chance to see any of it.
Wounded Warrior Project. Tom. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, man. Well, all right, guys. We've been on here an hour and 22 minutes, and I think we opened our eyes to possibilities on the scenarios. It's going to be interesting to watch out. I think the Pick'em game is going to really get interesting now that Junior's up there, and I'm really not that far behind. I'm not that far behind. You know, so and actually there's a lot of other.
Put you where you want to be.
And actually 2 weeks, and I'm just saying for Michelle, 2 good weeks for her, but she's in the ball game. And I don't know, but she'll be at least to where she can play the tiebreaker. I know that. No doubt. I'm kind of pulling for the young lady. You know, I've never met her, don't know about her, but, you know, I'm hoping she's young. I'm old, man. I'm pulling for you young folks if y'all haven't noticed. Godfather, I'll take the cocaine. I don't know which one will hurt you worse, the prostitutes or the cocaine. I really don't know. But guys, if y'all want to, we'll get out of here because this has been fun. This is what I'm telling you about. When I get to talk to Junior for an extended conversation and we're not doing anything, it's a show, man. It's a show. Let's see. If Tom can come on, we'll stay a little bit longer.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Let's see if he can. I'm hearing him. Hey, Tom. I don't see your microphone on, and I don't see you. So if you could hear.
If you hit join stream, after you hit join stream, you should see a microphone and a camera that you can click on, Tom, if you didn't hear that a while ago.
Yeah, I can mute him myself, but I can't do anything about a camera because it's on him. It's on him. Yeah, Tom, you really kind of need to work on it anyways because there's going to be more shows we'd love to have you on, especially when the Georgia game comes up, you know. So see if you can get it worked out, if nothing else on your computer, okay? And we'll go ahead and take him out for a minute because I can see what he's doing over here.
Oh,
right.
my bad.
No, you're okay. Can you work anything with him? I don't see where we can.
No, I couldn't.
Okay. 27-13 Auburn. Is Auburn winning? Is that what you're telling me, Jeff?
I think that's what they won by. They won.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I ain't stayed up with it. All right, we don't seem like we can get Tom on right now. I'm gonna give him just a few more minutes. AT, you got any last words for right now?
Oh no, man! I just hey, go. What was that one? Hey, balls! You still got your ass whooped last week. Woo! Roll Tide.
Hey, I'm with you, Jeff. I'm ready for the Thursday show. That's going to be, as my man Junior says, that's going to be on fire. I will be there. Okay. Yeah, that was great, AT. What do you got there, Junior, before we get out of here?
Everybody tap that out. Tap that out. On this channel. Everybody tune in to the Barbershop Talk tomorrow. It's going to go down. It's going to be a good show, like always. And, like I said, if y'all ain't on Nick Saban Jr. Sports.tv, come over and check me out. Thursday it's gonna be a blast Thursday. Mr. Dugas, Chris Williams, Kangaroo Black, and myself. We will be talking LSU in Alabama.
I'm looking forward to that.
Exciting. Everybody tap the maps. Tap the maps.
Thank you, Rise Up. 21 Washington, 19 Stanford. Look out. I've been kind of seeing that earlier, when I was watching, figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
Stanford can stand tall. That's 20. Okay. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, work on it, bud. Matter of fact, we'll be on tomorrow. I believe it's 12 o'clock Central. If you want to come on here and start working on it, or work on your computer tonight and tomorrow. So make sure all your cameras and microphone is working. They're setting up in your settings. And that way, when you come on, all you got to do is click them marks out when you sign on, and you should be able to get on. Okay. Yeah, and Junior did not really mention it and hit it. Y'all please go over to Nick Saban Jr.'s, tap his app, and click like and subscribe. Shut up, AT. Yep, tap his app. Because the man's hot. The man is hot. He's like me. I don't like to promote ourselves, but this is for a good reason. So that's the only reason I started doing that. One is for Junior, two is for Bam Dam Sports. And we got motives behind. We love Junior. Absolutely love him. So we wanted to really push you guys. And we actually appreciate all the new people that we've gotten so far. I haven't checked how many subscribers we got lately because I really don't. Ain't that I don't care. Is because I'm glad you're here. Be honest with you. It's not about numbers to me. We're just glad to have y'all. But anyway, tap him on the app. Tell him about Rise Up. Rise Up gonna get me to sing again one of these days. I can't wait for his next birthday. I got a
caboose on it,
birthday
man.
song for him.
Let it roll, buddy. Well, you got a lot more views last time you sung. I promise you.
Yeah, well, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna hook up with Sonny Black's. What I'm gonna do? We're gonna create a super group.
Oh man, that'd be a hell of a pair. Batman and Robin won't have nothing on y'all.
Jeez, I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna play lead. If I don't get on the show tomorrow, I'll drop his channel. Drop whose channel? Wait a minute. That man's crazy. Love him to death, but he's crazy. All right, I'm getting out of here myself. Yeah, Junior, it's all fun. You know it. You see what we get into. And I try to just push people what happens behind the scenes with me and Junior and Rise Up and Junior and she's me and Van and Spencer and Rise Up. I know how it works around here. They start talking to each other on the phone, and it could be a show, guys. And that's what I wanted tonight with my man Junior, because that's the way it goes. But I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm gonna get out of here. 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. Barbershop Talk. It's still so new to me. I keep forgetting about it. I hope Van don't. But anyway, we'll be on tomorrow. Tuesday night, catch the Horseman. 8 o'clock Eastern. Right here on Bam Dam Sports. Thursday. I'm giving it to you in order. Nick Saban, Kangaroo Black, his guests. I can't remember their names because, they're LSU. But I know it's going to be an on-fire show. So it will be 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Am I right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
And then Bam Down Sports with William and AT will follow right after that. I know they may be going over, but they'll come over as quick as they can. I know they do, So we look forward to that. That ought to be interesting. And, of course, we'll be back at Saturday pickup show at Saturday nights. So we hope this will be a good week for everybody. Get ready for the LSU talk. Y'all have some fun.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, I can't either.
Hey, y'all, one more thing, too. I'm going to be I'm going to do a video. I'm going to probably do it tomorrow where I'm going to be giving out mid-season accolades or whatever. Like, I did one of them Monday on my Final Thought show when I was talking about Jermaine Burton, the offensive MVP, but I have a defensive MVP. I have, like, the newcomer award, the players coming along the best. I have a whole bunch of mid-season accolades that I'm gonna do, so y'all look out for that as well.
Are you gonna have
drop it real soon? I'm thinking about it now. If I do it, it'll be in the morning time. So
good.
And if I don't, it'll just be video type. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
You're talking about tomorrow?
Yeah.
Junior, I love your midweek shows. If y'all don't catch his midweek shows, guys, and I know it's work time, but, man, I'm out there driving. If I get the chance to catch his shows, heck, man, I end up trying to find an excuse to pull over for some reason, sit there so I can watch and respond. I really do. If I can't, I say roll tide, I keep going, and Junior understands, But, yeah, I love his midweeks. Okay, so tomorrow you might do something. I'll be catching it. You know it, so. Anyways, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
I haven't been able to drop them lately because I've been swamped at work my dang on self. That's why I ain't dropped that much content this week because I was god dang on tired from, like I said, it ain't even the YouTube stuff. It's just the stuff that you have to take care in life anyway. As a father, husband, and all that.
Yeah, and you've been putting out a lot work. I'm the same way. Ask AT and William. I don't get to talk to them as much as I want to or like to. I'm right now, guys, I'm the only driver at my company, and that too will change, and they're trying to build up. And I'm like, you got my old ass as the only driver that you've got, and you want to build that kind of a company. You freaking lost your mind, dude. I used to be all right, and now I'm old. Come on, get over it. All right, guys, we're out of here. I enjoyed it, Junior. I enjoyed it, AT. My thanks to Waylon, William. I appreciate it, bud. Jeff, y'all all been gracious tonight, and I appreciate it. We're out of here, and we love y'all, and I'm going to leave out of here with the bear. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all. Hopefully you see tomorrow on Junior's little thing if he does a chat room. If not, we'll see y'all Tuesday night. Y'all have a good weekend.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which, of course, are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective, and never give up on yourself. If we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here as national champions.